The drivers, characters, and events in TOECAR are fictional. Nobody was harmed in the filming of this production. Now sit back and enjoy the race.
Welcome to round 10 of the Splint Cup Series, where today our season concludes at Kansas, the site of what can only be described as our absolute worst wreck we've ever seen. Hopefully nothing like that will happen today, but nonetheless, we should be in for a great race. We're going to crown another champion. Somehow we already have two, even though this is season 2 we're in right now. After today, we could have 4, depending on who wins the championship. More on that a little bit later. But man, this is going to be a really good race. Last year, we saw a lot of crashes. This year, the drivers have seemed to figure out the track a little bit more. Hasn't been as much mayhem, but I'm sure they'll find a way to do something stupid along the way. I'm Kyle. I'm here with Matt. I'm here with Mike. I'm here with Tristan. And gentlemen, what do you guys think is going to happen today?
It's going to be a beautiful race, unlike last year. Last year was just a catastrophe. The guys could not stop crashing every 3 seconds, but unlike last year, we have some upgrades to this track. Armando did another great job, as we see here on the front straightaway. We've improved. We now have a catch fence protecting where Slim Slady has gone over the wall, so that will never happen again. Pennant is now protected. And over here in the grandstands where we lost 1,500 fans, we now have the Kansas Memorial Gardens with our memorial tree in the grandstands right there, and we have another memorial tree right here in the infield. It's going to be a beautiful race to honor those we lost last season, and I think it's just going to be an overall beautiful race package.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks beautiful, to be honest. It adds a very cool aesthetic to championship weekend here at TOECAR, which it is championship weekend because we're running on the weekend. It makes it feel special, and it's kind of tantalizing riding on board here with Zach Outback, playoff contender, by the way, seeing just how tall the casino has gotten. Maybe it makes these drivers feel small. That's not going to bode well for Tathru Masato and his big stinky ego, so we'll see. We'll see what tonight brings us. I know it's going to be fun, though. Hopefully everyone stays in bounds.
It truly is unfortunate that they upscaled the hotel, or the casino, that is, the casino hotel, because I'm not there, obviously. Production got mad that I used the company card last season and then did some unlawful things after the Slim Shady accident, so you guys are stuck with me in the booth today, I guess. Unfortunate, I know, but nonetheless, we got a show today, and we're gonna crown a champion, and I'm excited for this. It's gonna be a good race.
However, not all news is good news. Mike, can we get an update on injuries?
The Splint Cup race at CRI wasn't nearly as fortunate for the drivers as the trash race was. We'll start early on in the race. York, who was already injured with cranium, got into another crash and then down under just plowed straight to the driver's door. It wasn't at too high of a speed, but when your head's already injured like that, any impact is horrible. And now Yor has a case of Vegemite brain, according to Dr. Basil. But being the final race of the season, Yor wants to be in the car, at least for the start of the race. Because that way he could actually be credited with starting every race this season, which, you know what, that's something to be proud of. And Shave Burns, he's going to hop into the O2 car on the first pit stop. He tried to do that last week, but Yor destroyed the car. So Shave's going to get his cup opportunity. He hasn't had one of them since season 1. And he's going to the Trash Series next season, so this is going to be his last cup start for at least another season. And Arkansas Jones, he's going to be doing the entire race, but this guy, he's on conclusion watch, because it was split before, and now, HIPAA and all that stuff, I couldn't get too much details from the care center and Dr. Basil, but I did sneak in there when he was getting examined, and I put my ear up to the door and I listened. And all I can make out is, they're split also. Terrifying words to hear. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what it was split the first time. I don't know what that was. I don't know what these are. But the crash that caused that, a similar situation to Victory, Lane, and Harvey Quinn in the trash race the day before, got onto that ramp at the end of the pit wall, which shoved the car up into the air very quickly. It gave them compressed guts, and it split them for him. But Arkansas, he's going to be doing the full race today, but on conclusion watch, because I don't know what's left to split. I don't want to find out either. And Harold Collot, he had to hop out of the car after a few minor impacts again. Turns out he had impact-induced gout. He got banged around one more time in another big one, and his joints just started crystallizing right after impact, and he actually had trouble reaching his thumb onto the radio button on the steering wheel because of the gout. But he finally smashed it on there, and all he was able to get across the radio was, "I need daddy." And that's when Ernest hopped in, and we'll get to him in a minute. And Tathru Masato, after trying everything possible to make the playoffs, he finally decided, I'm going to kick a field goal. Didn't work out, didn't have enough airtime on it, and slid into the tire barriers, which I don't know how tires can make that much noise, but it caused him hearing loss. Injury not have anything to do with an impact, but more just the sound of the impact. Very disappointing for him, but I heard he might be trying to throw the race. That way he can have to use his championship provisional and get back into the Cup Series and not get demoted to trash. Rumblings, but it wouldn't surprise me. Tathrima does some dastardly deeds. And his daddy, Tatuma, he got spun around so quick on the front stretch it frightened me. I immediately started having flashbacks to a nightmare that I had, but luckily it wasn't as bad as my nightmare. Just a case of rotated brain syndrome. I mean, at this point, that's on the TOECAR bingo board. But being another championship contender, he's going to stay in the car the whole race, because he wants to be the one celebrated on the front stretch if his car wins the race or the championship. And guys, he's back. Muscular dystrophy. He's going to be attempting to do the entire race, which I do not recommend. Dr. Malpractice does not recommend. Dr. Basil does not recommend. Nobody recommends this, because if muscular dystrophy gets in another crash of any significance whatsoever, it could be curtains. This man is not healed up. He has tender vital organs after being obliterated by Bellagio and the outside wall back at Pigs Creek. It was a horrible wreck. I don't know how this man survived, but he did, and he should not be back in the car yet, but he was still championship eligible, so damn it, he's going to try. He's going to try to do the entire race as long as he feels good enough to, but Buster Guts has been filling in for him for the last several weeks, and he will be on standby just in case Muscular starts to not feel good, or if they have to scoop him out and the car's still running, Buster's going to have to get into that point. And I hope to God we do not see a post-mortem champion. And somebody who's going to be sitting out this week wasn't scheduled to the race anyway, but we felt he deserved to be on the list. Ernest Herbert Walker Clott, Harold's father, got in his car after he got a case of gout, and you know what? Didn't work out. He shit himself. It was horrible. They condemned the car. Awful. People were throwing up on pit road left and right. They actually had to evacuate the front stretch grandstands not long after the race because the grandstands unfortunately downwind from the pit area. It was awful. Luckily, we got the race through just before that wave hit. But Ernest, he's back this week, not in the car. He's going to be up on the pit box as usual, cheering on his son Harold, and he has his other son Humphrey sitting right next to him just in case Harold starts to not feel good again with the gout or anything else that might arise. But every one of these guys, they want to see the race through to the end, and they're not going to lift until they see Pierre or the checkered flag.
Well, going to be interesting to see how Yor performs. What is going on here? Going to be interesting to see how Yor performs today with that injury, obviously getting out of the car. Big warm welcome to Muscular dystrophy. Risking it all to race here at Kansas. Going to try and tough it out the whole thing. Initially, he was actually going to get out of this car on the first pit stop no matter what. Decided, you know what? I know more than my doctors, even though I've never gotten to medical school. He's going to try and race the whole thing against doctor's orders. If he does need to get out, though, Buster Guts is at the track. We mentioned earlier how he could have 4 champions by the end of the day. That would be how. If Muscular dystrophy gets out and then somehow, against all odds, Buster Guts, finds a way to win this championship, they would once again be co-champions, similar to last year. Oh, we got trouble in practice.
Joe Swanson.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Simon says bang.
That's a
that was
backup.
Good thing he's already paralyzed.
And Willie Studs, that's going to be sore for the race.
Well, they're getting out of the way early.
We can take solace in knowing that Joe didn't feel that, so.
That's true. He's a kind of
what's
immune to
that?
crashes if you think about it. Before we completely lose touch with what's going on here, our playoff contenders. Tyrese Halifax, one of last year's champions, in the playoffs once again, trying to win his second Cup Series championship here in TOECAR. As we mentioned before, Muscular dystrophy. He will be starting this race. If he finishes the race in that car and it wins the championship, he will in fact be the champion. And Buster Guts will not be. We'll see how that plays out. Limburger Asiago, after a season-long vacation, is back in the car. He'll be ending up trying to win a championship today. Let's not forget, last season, he was one of the people in contention for it and flipped over in turn 1 on the last lap. Raymond Hans, also in the playoffs. Tatuma Sato, father of one of our co-champions last year, trying to win a championship himself. Zach Outback, with the help of the Alpaca, riding passenger seat alongside him. Worth noting, the Alpaca is not championship eligible as he's not a driver. Unless that, for some reason, changes, he will not be a champion today. Then, we have Cheesy in the 10 car, one of the most underrated drivers in the series. Kind of flew under the radar, but found a way to victory lane. Now he's potentially going to win a championship today. Chris Call, a playoff driver in the Trash Series last year, and Joe Swanson, who won the finale in Trash last season. Jake Joe, Kurt and Kyle Busch, Shaquille Oatmeal, and Plot 55 will all round out our playoff grid. But before we start this race, let's go through today's Team Penske Jeans starting grid. On pole today, the 58 car of You Can't Hear Me. One of many drivers, honestly, who's in the realm for that cut line, trying to make it into the Splint Cup Series again next season. Gonna have a long day ahead of him trying to make that happen, but he's starting up front, so you can't really ask for much better. Alongside him, Sweet Baby Ray Cyrus in the 05 car. This team has found a way into the wall every single week. I'm sure today will be no exception. one of our playoff contenders, Tatuma Sato in the 7 car, and yet another playoff contender, Joe Swanson in the 71 alongside him. Then another row comprised of 2 playoff drivers, Pris Cull in the 3 car looking to redeem himself after not winning a championship last year, and Tyrese Halifax trying to repeat his championship from last year. Next up, Jake Joe, another playoff driver. Worth noting, his brother Ginger is in the field and not a playoff driver. Gonna have to look out for any potential manipulation today. And Corey Origami will be starting alongside him in the 96. Then, rounding out our top 10, it's going to be Rustard and Ketchup, last season's Goodies Trash Series champion, not even close to being in the playoff contention this season. He was injured 2 weeks, and he was slow every other week. Nonetheless, though, starting up front today, and then alongside him, most inebriated man in this series at the very least, DUI Div.
Guys, he's back. Muscular Extravy, after getting nearly killed at Pigs Creek, he's back. He's going to be in the car as long as he can possibly stand, and he's in the playoffs. And along with him in the playoffs is Shaquille Oatmeal on his outside in the 47. A couple of guys that really, their dreams could come true here tonight. Someone whose dreams are not going to come true here tonight, Mario Andretti into 3 Masato. Mario almost actually made the playoffs on points. Very impressive after a horrible career in Thrima. He went for the field goal, didn't work. He might try to throw this race so he can just fall back on his provisional and not get demoted to trash. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Behind them, we got Walter Cooler on the inside. On the outside, everyone's favorite, Brad Oman. That's sarcasm if you couldn't understand. And we have Bellagio Asiago, the one Asiago brother in the Cup Series that didn't make the playoffs once again. Very close, but couldn't get it done. And then Chris the Catholic Keen on his outside. And then behind them, the Alpaca, along with Zach Outback. Zach's championship eligible, the Alpaca is not. And then Mateus Paiva with Tristan up on the box again. Hopefully their potentially last race together can be something special.
Kicking things off here on the latter half of the field, starting P21 is going to be the 45 car of Braden Bunch, and then the 03 of Raymond Hans, who is one of the championship drivers in tonight's race. Starting 23rd is going to be the 48 of Brody Easymac, and to his outside, another championship driver, or championship eligible driver, I should say, of Kurt and Kyle Busch. Next row, we got Harold Klott in the 97, who is looking to finish strong this season with he's had a pretty decent few weeks. Let's see if he can finish it strong. And then to his outside, my former Cup, James Ico. Next row, we got the 17 of Willie Studs, and then to his outside is the 8 car of Makin' Music. Starting 29th is going to be the 87 of Deddy McBetty, and then rounding out the top 30, making his first and final Splint Cup Series start, it's going to be Philip Russell, who has announced that he will be retiring at the conclusion of today's race. So best of luck to him today.
And all the way back here, bringing up the rear of the field, we have Conroy Rosario, the only cyborg in TOECAR, starting 31st, with Ginger Joe to his outside. In the next row, we have Tom and Walls, the most hated man in sports, and Daniel Suez on his outside. Not hunting a championship this season, Daniel isn't, like he was last season, but you'll have that in TOECAR. Behind them, starting 35th, York, who will obviously be getting out of the car today at the first available opportunity, as stated earlier. And Down Under will start on his outside. Next up, check it out. It's Limburger Asiago, another championship contender. He's pretty far back here next to a fellow championship contender, Cheesy. A lot of ground to make up for these guys. We'll see if they can get it done. Starting 39th, Charles Chunk Wagon, the biggest boy in this field. And on his outside, Pecker Petty in the 69. And bringing up the caboose, the 67 car of Arkansas Jones, and Babe Juth, who has plenty of cars in front of him to slam into at some point tonight. Just starting dead last. Well, we know where they're starting. It's time to find out where they're going to be finishing. So we're going to throw it down to maybe Jason Payson with the command. I'm not sure if we got him out of prison or not. Then again, Anthony's not here either, so I don't know if we got him out of prison. So we'll see. If it's Jason, we probably got Anthony back and he's just not here, so we'll find out.
Drivers, start your engines!
Let's go. That must mean that Anthony is also on his way back. Actually, I'm hearing from the big guy himself, Kim Jong Possible. He is being shipped back to the States. Hasn't made it back in time for this race, but we should get Anthony back sometime soon. At least we're hoping.
If it fits, it ships, you know?
He'll be back in time for the cut that.
Well, 42 cars roll out. Some seasons are on the line here. We talked about all the playoff drivers, but that's not the only story. The top 16 drivers in points, not including our Plot 55 car, will in fact stay in the Splint Cup Series. There are 12 guys, not including Plot 55, in the playoffs, so that means the highest 4 drivers in points today will in fact continue to be Splint Cup Series drivers. 17th through 30th is all going back to trash. So, gonna shake things up big time today. A lot of those people right on that cut line, the 43, the 70, for example, they're all kind of towards the middle of the pack altogether. So we could see some chaos.
We got to be careful, guys. We got 3 drivers on conclusion watch. We got York, Arkansas Jones, and Muscular Zaxby. All of them, if they get in a bad accident before they can get out of the car or choose to get out of the car, it's going to be bad. So,
Hey, here we go, boys!
Another day, another boggy. We're green. Look at
Boogity.
Blimp Biscuit up there.
boogity.
God, I love the tree.
He loves America.
I hope they hit that tree. That'd be
Hey,
funny.
And you
No,
can't
that'd be
hear me.
funny.
Way out in front. All right, are you? Tatsuma Sato trying to make a big move, and Pris Call right behind him.
Got a line of 3 playoff guys making a move up the inside here, trying
When
to
they're-
shuffle these guys out that aren't racing for it.
oh wow.
Oh, cars in the
Man.
wall back there.
Cars
Do we
in the
div?
wall. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you want your
Yellow
oh,
wheel. We got squish and we got slam.
Halifax, one of our playoff drivers. More in the back. A lot of more in the
that's
back.
a big pile up. A lot of
I think I
cars in
saw
it.
James Icup
Oh my goodness.
Harold's in it. Yeah,
Kurt and Kyle Busch. and
Jinx,
Cheesy.
you owe me the first replay.
Harold Clot. There's Jason. Everybody's in it.
Well, not everyone.
Well, press.
What are they doing?
You can't do that. I think he's saving fuel. I don't know what he's doing.
Here comes the pace car.
His brakes only work if he's level with the ground. And he's back. Oh no, he's pitting. Where's he going?
Buddy.
Oh, never mind. He's smart. I think. I don't know. Split strategy here. We see the one car pitting. He will not be getting out. Didn't have any part of that wreck. Let's see if any of our other drivers are going to opt out right here.
The 0-2 car we got to pay attention to. If he's coming down pit road or not.
Where he is? There he is.
Yep.
York
Alright, so-
getting out.
Yep. Oh!
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 Good thing he got out.
Already not going well for Shave Burns here. Contact on pit road immediately as he gets in the car.
Well, you know how some people that are in bad health are on borrowed time? Shave Burns is on stolen time, and he's making the most of it here at Kansas.
Take
Taking
a
a
look at the
little-
replay. No, I said Jinx, you owe me the first replay, Kyle.
That's true, you did. Go ahead.
And Sweet Baby Ray Cyrus get together, and that gets into Corey Origami, which then involves Tyrese Halifax. I think Tyrese was the only championship contender involved in this part of the crash. Unless someone plows into him right here. Oh, Ginger Joe took a swipe at the Plot 55 car. I want to point that out. You were talking about, yeah, race manipulation. You know, got to keep an eye out. Ginger Joe could be up to no good. Just like all of these guys back here that had a completely separate wreck.
So we see here, this part of the pack, they're 3, 4, almost 5 wide in some parts. DUI Div going to hit the wall a little bit, and Shaquille Oatmeal sees that. Let's not forget Shaquille Oatmeal, one of our playoff contenders, tries to shoot the gap so he doesn't lose all his track position. He and Raymond Hans, 2 playoff drivers, are going to get hooked. There goes Harold up the hill. A bunch of people dive to the bottom to miss it, but at this point, the track is blocked. Mateus gets a big part of that. Brad Oman, good for him. Fuck that guy. Kurt and Kyle Busch, actually, some pretty serious damage on the 21. Cheesy spinning on the bottom. He avoided big calamity, but that 21 might be the most injured of all the playoff cars right now. Coming back for a restart here. Jake Joe, our leader, did not pit. Joe Swanson, another playoff driver, also didn't pit. And then we have Bellagio Asiago in third. The reason that matters is Bellagio is one of the highest running drivers in the points that isn't in the playoffs. He's trying to keep his Splint Cup hopes alive. Jason Payson on his way back down the pit road. And we're heading into the restart zone for yet another restart here in TOECAR. We're green.
TOECAR.
Look at
What
that
a-
jump from Joe.
Dog shit start
Oh,
for
wow.
the 2. He's getting
Yeah.
passed by everybody.
Balaj up the inside.
Jake Joe
He's
looking
gonna
like Mike
squeeze him.
Tyson in round 8.
Oh boy, here we come.
And if this is anything like the initial start, guys, we're going to see them go 3 and 4 wide here in turns 3 and 4. And that might prove to be disastrous. Brody Easy Mac up in the high side. Looks like he'll keep it out of the wall. Never mind.
Not so much.
Wow, what a pack.
We made a lap.
That is a snarling pack of cars.
Come
You
to
know-
our car, guys. We're on the move.
Oh,
Tyrese in the
Tyrese
wall.
Halifax is in the wall.
Arkansas
Takes
had
Arkansas
split.
Jones with them. Couldn't split the gap. Haha.
That 24 is beat up from that first wreck, guys. That's a miracle. I don't know why he stayed out. He's probably gonna lose all his track position here anyway. You got to think the wise move would have been to go pit. I think that was Rustard. It was. They hit the wall there.
Oh!
Oh, Chris Call. Heavy impact.
Oh, this is gonna be
Oh,
everybody.
Shaquille.
Oh, and Shaquille Oatmeal's flipping. Oh, Jesus Christ. I
Oh,
was just about to bring up how we made it 2 laps and someone fucking turned Chris Call.
They're racing back here. Bellagio
Ginger Joe.
Asiago, Ginger Joe.
2 guys whose brothers are in the playoff. And
Hell.
they're not.
Damn.
Oh, Ginger Joe's
three
gonna
wide
take
for the
it at
playoff
line.
lead. 3 wide for the lead in the playoffs right behind that. Looks like Joe Swanson got there first. Zach out back behind him, and then Kurt and Kyle Busch, who was damaged in that first wreck.
Dude, Shave Burns is here.
Trouble. We're going to take a look at the replay here of what brought out this second caution of the race. As we slow it down here, Brad Oman. Oh, we got a little bit of everything going on. It looks like Brad Oman, though, primarily got into the 3-car Prisk call. That's what initially started this, and then Prisk just couldn't save the car
Oh.
and washed up into oncoming traffic, taking Rustern Ketchup, Limburger Asiago. There was Shaquille Oatmeal upside down. Not the first time we've seen him upside down in the past few weeks rather. But yeah, a couple other championship drivers involved here. Actually, maybe those were the only 2. I don't know.
No, Limburger got
Cheesy's in
beat
it,
up in
yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Yep, Limburger.
Oh,
Yep.
we got
Oh,
another flip.
Rustard Ketchup.
Oh,
Oh,
and yeah, Rustern
God.
Ketchup's upside down here. We didn't see that the first time.
Arkansas Jones.
Cloud.
Arkansas Jones, I'm concerned for him. I think he was in the initial part of the wreck, and he's still driving through the 42.
He might be trying to get the split sewed back up.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, we're still trying to diagnose, but he needs to figure it out.
Oh, did you hear they're also split?
Oh, you're kidding
Them?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it part 1 and 2. 2 movies.
Again?
No, in addition.
Oh. What about
It-
multiplication, though?
It and those.
Why did they call it oven when you oven the cold food about Hadita food?
Do you-
Take a look back here at Rustard and Ketchup. Oh my god, what a hell of a lick up there. And
God.
then into the 3-car horribly. And he's just spinning. Look at Muscular Zach's be making it through. That's lucky for him. But it's not going to be so... Oh no, Arkansas. That's not good.
Oh.
Oh no. 42
Good
just
God.
gets thrown over.
He's lucky to still be in the racetrack after that one.
Ow!
And it's not done. It's going to
Tumble.
tip over the other way, and he's going to get hit by Arkansas Jones again.
Oh.
You know, for punishment for his actions, I say instead of it being split, we just tear it in half. Really quick, ignore the wrecking for a second. Let's ride on board Charles Trunkwagon, because he's had a very, very cursed season. Honestly, 2 of them. But look at this wreck avoidance. This is some of the best we've ever seen in TOECAR. Armageddon's going to happen right in front of him here. There goes Shaquille Oatmeal up and over. He's going to hit the 8-car a little bit here. Oh, just barely misses the 65 and the 58. And then here's the 42 car tumbling. He's going to clear everything up high. Damage free. Round of applause for that 23 team, guys.
Insane. Riding on board with Shaquille Oatmeal. Very, very promising season for this guy. And this is where his championship hopes go quite literally up in the air. Oh, just keeps getting piled into, and he's going to have one more here, I believe. Oh, he hits the... Oh, there it is. Conroy plows into him.
That might have damaged him more than the flip.
Yeah, I don't think he hit the roof very hard, so we'll see how this car goes on the restart, but not looking good for Shaquille Oatmeal.
Welcome back here at Kansas. Getting ready for yet another restart. It looks like Ginger Joe is going to be your leader here with Bellagio Asiago on the outside. And then a couple championship, a couple championship cars behind. Anyways, whatever. Waiting on the starter. Here they come. Here they go. Green flag.
Just can't say enough about the scenery here at Kansas.
Oh, it's a beautiful scenery. I've never seen a scenery so beautiful, honestly.
The Memorial Field looks great. Let's not forget, guys, it's November. That's
the
very,
brothers
very
Joe.
That
green.
is
Oh,
the
more
Brothers Joe.
manipulation. Ginger Joe
brothers
is going to
Joe.
block. He's going to block
Yeah.
like his life depends on it. Keep that 2-car out in front.
Oh,
Oh,
wow, yeah.
Bellagio.
Oh, geez, Bellagio, please keep it up there. They're 4 wide, touching, squeezing.
Oh.
They're gonna hold on to it. At least
front
up here.
part.
Who knows? Yeah,
How about
I didn't know what was
Walter
going
taking
on
the
back
lead?
there.
You're right, Tristan. Walter Cooler did take the lead, and there it
Great
goes.
Daddy.
touch, steals it right away from him.
Oh, Jake Joe in
Jake
the
Joe
wall.
in the wall. Now they're hitting. Now they're
Oh.
slamming. Harold Klott didn't want to fall in line, but does.
Holy. Now we're getting going here.
Where was Bellagio going?
Yeah, over there.
Down
Oh,
under.
shit. They are touching.
Oh, it's a Tuma about to make a big move on Brad Oman. Couldn't quite get there. Oh, and the 45 is getting pushed 4 wide.
They're using
He's in the wall.
more pavement than there is.
Look
Oh!
at
and
Daddy go!
Walter Cooler.
Oh, trouble.
Around backwards.
Musker's
Here's the
actually-
Tarima back up in front of the field.
That might
Nice
not
save.
be a yellow.
Well,
No, it's a yellow.
Yep.
no, it's
Caution
a
lights are on.
yellow.
They're racing back and getting a little dangerous. Oh my god, look at that wad.
Looks like we're all going to make it relatively damage-free.
Wow, that went down to the thousands.
Speaking of down under, leading up to the caution there. Willie Studs in second after that vicious practice crash we saw earlier today. And in third, Corey Origami.
Riding on board with the Plot 55 car here. They go into turn 1. And he just kind of gets underneath Walter Cooler. Turns him. Walter, one of those guys fighting to stay in the Splint Cup Series. It's not going to help him very much, but kept it clean. Pointed it back forward and got back going, so.
Coming back down here for the restart. Down under, and Willie Stud's going to lead him back. Here they go. We're green. Daddy, our
I
lead
guess we
championship
are.
car.
A lot of 7s up here. Think about it.
All right.
Great day to be a 7.
Speaking of the 7, here he goes potentially for the lead. Looking underneath down under. Corey Origami trying to follow the 76 though back to the front. Oh, these guys are all over each other.
Joe Swanson Bellagio with the shove.
Oh, he's transferring it to Tatuma. It almost hooked him. He's
Ooh.
still peeking.
Joe wants it.
And he's there.
Guys, we're shaping up to test out that new piece of catch fence down there.
Simon says, I want the lead, and
Look at
oh my god,
Bellagio.
it didn't matter. Ginger Joe is back.
He's so back. I've never
It's
seen
like
him so
trouble.
back in my life.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Oh, Daddy McBetty. Uppy side down. Multiple.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Okay, okay,
We had
okay.
another one
Tatuma.
upside down on the head.
Jesus.
Son.
I think
Oh,
Raymond
no,
Hans is
Raymond
upside down.
Hans.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, one of our
Playoff
playoff contenders.
implications.
The 10 was in another wreck. Shocker
Babe
there.
Ruth.
Babe Ruth plowed in.
Implications.
Oh, in Arkansas, that might be split even worse.
Oh.
She's
Championship
destroyed.
lips.
2 playoff drivers at minimum with critical damage here.
Oh, not Mateus. I mean, well,
It's
Anyways.
getting a lot of air in the nose, you know? It's like when you're sick and you have like Vicks Vapor Rub on your chest.
Oh, Chunk wants an autograph of Muscular.
He may never see him again. Got to get it now. Take another look at what happened here. Looks like he's going to be almost kind of 4 wide, and he's going to just get hooked a little bit. Not really anything the 2 car did wrong, just kind of a victim of circumstance. Here comes the 3. Oh, nowhere.
Oh.
Couldn't really
man.
avoid him. And then that 87 just starts tumbling, and it just would not stop.
Whoa.
Pecker Petty, oh my god, he almost hit the wall really, really hard. There's the 03. He's going to end up upside down too pretty soon.
Oh, sweet
First
baby's
call.
down there.
oh my
Oh,
goodness.
shit.
Several cars upside down.
Oh,
God,
that's
Babe
not
Ruth
good. That's not
Gave him
good.
Babe
Oh.
Juve.
And then he just walloped the wall driver's side. I'm concerned for the 33 as well.
Oh,
Low taper fade. He seems to be all right. My God.
85.
And guys, one more thing. Take a look at this part of the incident right here. We saw the 87 flipping, and that commanded a lot of our attention, of course. Watch this 05. He's going to get turned to be in a very, very precarious spot here. Look at the 10 car behind him. Swerves down. He's going to see the 05 is about to get hit driver's side at really high speeds. Ends up taking the brunt of the impact from the 42 car. Oh my gosh.
Arkansas Jones, if it wasn't already split again, it's split.
That being said, he might not win the championship because of this, but what a hero Cheesy is. Probably just saved a life. I'm really hoping he can get back out there.
Where did I go wrong? I lost.
On board with Dennis McBettis. And here
That's
comes a
a
hit
little
from
better
Thrima.
than- And off we go.
Oh, man, every impact in the track was bad.
Oh my god, it got faster!
Well, I do have great news for Daddy McBetty. We are on the grounds of a casino, so he's gonna have a lot to do if this car can't get running. Look, he's even looking at it. No, he's
Dude,
not.
he got out of there so fast. Taking a look from over here, and it just all unfolds. Daddy McBetty, one of the more wild flips we've seen in the car. Hey, it comes right for us.
Oh, it broke the
Oh
camera.
God, disoriented.
Oh. Babe Juice
The
up
big
there.
hit.
And he's not moving.
It's a full moon tonight.
Yeah, Tristan, it's 100% illumination right now. It's a
Full
full
moon
moon
tonight.
tonight. It really is.
Literally is.
But we have some more racing to do. Can't just stare at the sky all night. Ginger Joe staring at clean air in front of him, ready to take the green.
What?
Shave Burns.
What the hell are we
on his
doing?
outside.
I
What?
don't know, but yeah, I don't know what you're looking at, but
I-
all I know is Philip Russell's having the time of his life right now. Look at Brad Oman go to the inside.
Fuck that
Hell
guy.
yeah.
Boo. By the way, I can already see the comments now because right now the leader in the championship, that 55 car. But maybe
Yeah,
not for
It'll
long.
be short-lived.
Here comes the 7. Here comes a
And
lot
he's
of
in the
people
wall.
actually.
Oh!
Oh, he is in the wall, and the turn, and the
oh.
wrecking.
Oh, Joe Swanson. No. Oh, James I
Not
Cup
the iCup guy.
I think that keeps Joe all right. I think. Oh God, cars
Oh,
are coming
more
in
wreck-
fast.
Oh, we got more wrecks.
Oh,
Daddy!
Bang!
No!
And all right.
You might be
7
okay.
is upside down.
If memory serves me correct, Tuma had a rough go last time here. Man, Kansas is just not his track.
No, it doesn't like him.
Likes his son,
I like this
guess.
one.
Have you
What?
seen my
one
son?
of our co-champions. Take a look at this. This is them
Oof.
racing back to the line here. The 96 hits the wall. Joe Swanson's going to get hit by James Icup. But let's turn our attention to this 7 car. One of our playoff drivers. They're going to be 4 wide actually right here coming out of the tri-oval. It looks like he might just hook the 96 a little bit. Goes down into Walter Cooler. And, you know, just centripetal force. It's going to send him up the track here as we start getting into the corner. And he's going to just get hit passenger side by Daniel Suez. Tips the 7 car over. He's going to have some side damage. But he's, I think, mostly going to be okay. Might have a little bit of roof damage. But he could very well still be competitive, guys.
And Thrima having a front row seat for his daddy's flip.
Hell yeah.
Take another look at what actually brought the caution out here. Looks like he's going to hook the 96. That's where all the trouble started here, guys. Both times. Joe Swanson, one of our playoff drivers, going to spin up the track. Look at the one car.
Musco's
car.
extra feeling lucky again.
Missed him by an inch. The cup gets spilled, and we keep on going.
And we're back at Kansas. Those cones on the outside wall, they mean nothing.
Is
Just
it
thought I'd
one
throw
to
that
go
out
yet?
there.
No,
No,
she's not here.
she hasn't been back.
And we're back at Kansas here.
Speaking of back, we are back at Kansas.
Never been so back in our life.
Guys, and
See,
we're
back at Kansas here.
And we're back at Kansas. Ginger Joe, Brad
Back
Oman,
at Kansas.
they're back at Kansas. And we're back at Kansas. And guess what else? We're back green
At Kansas.
at Kansas.
Who let Brad Oman get in the lead?
And we're
Ginger
back
Joe
at
did.
Kansas.
I mean, everybody kind of did to an extent. Look at Ginger Joe fighting back. There you go.
And
Take
look
it
at
then.
Zach with the alpaca.
Zach out back at Kansas. Oh, he's getting put 4 wide.
Jake Joe.
Well, Zach and
Jake
Pac
Joe
might have
is-
a real chance.
Jake Joe is not fucking around tonight, guys. Look at him go.
Oh, Bellagio Asiago might get turned off turn 4 here. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Everybody else does.
Oh,
Oh, yep.
Harold's in
well,
it. There's a crash somewhere. There they are.
It's a small one. Oh no.
Someone.
Oh.
Hey.
Chunk,
Tell him
please
the
don't.
caution's
Chunk.
out.
Okay, thank God. I thought Chunk was about to end a man's life.
and we'll be back at Kansas.
Let's see another look here. Looks like Down Under, just like I said live, gonna hook the 70 little. The 17 Willie Studs also got hooked into the wall. and an Easy Mac and Bellagio had nowhere to go. This has big implications for the 70 guys. That's one of our drivers right on the cusp of staying in Splint Cup. He wants to be in this series longer. He's got his brother in this series. Then again, he might have his other brother in the other series still next season, depending on how the fan vote and commentator vote goes. But nonetheless, both these cars relatively undamaged and going to keep going to wreck some more.
We're back at Kansas. In the 29 car, we are getting reports that Zach Outback in the Alpaca... Remember, there's an Alpaca in the car. And we are getting word that the Alpaca spit, or Hawk Tua, if you will, so hard, it is all over the windshield right now. It sounds like they're going to take a squeegee or something to the inside of that and try to clean it up and see if we could tape the mouth of the Alpaca shut or something. I don't know, but little problem here in the 29 camp.
And you know, Tristan, I'm hearing from TOECAR insider Rob Pockets, animal control has been called to the 29 pit box. There may or may not be a standoff after this race. He better hope he wins the championship.
As we're coming back down here with under 20 laps to go now, we got the Joe brothers on the front row. Love to see
Hell
this
yeah, dude.
brotherly love.
Front
I
row
love the
Joes.
music.
And here they come down, take the green.
They took it.
The 55's already trying to make it 3 wide back there. Phillips Russell wanting to make the most of his last race of his career.
Oh, dude, Muscular Atrophy also in contention for this. Somehow he's the second highest playoff driver right now.
Oh, man. Harold's not making
Hell
it
yeah.
easy for him.
Not for long.
Harold's not giving up.
Oh, man.
He knows he's had great runs recently. He wants to close the season out really well.
And they might wreck ahead of that. Look
Yep.
at this pack. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Oh, Brad Oman hard in the wall.
Oh no! Oh,
Chunks in it. No, don't hit him. He's going to get hit.
Oh, we got more.
Oh, doesn't get
here we
hit.
go.
Easy Mac.
Other
Easy
collection.
Mac.
Oh. 29 got hammered by the 58 for no reason.
And they're
Damn,
scrambling.
dude.
I didn't see what happened up here, but this looks relatively tame. That wreck in the back, honestly, kind of tame too. It included a lot of cars, but nobody took any big hits.
We got to fight.
Oh. Oh,
Yep, they're arguing.
Get 'em,
Arguing
Mateus,
over
do
real
something.
estate.
Oh, Jake
do
Joe is
something with
pissed.
your life.
Oh my god. And you know, guys, that argument might boil down to another thing regarding the playoff or the cut line to make it back in Cup. Mateus Paiva 14th in points right now. Walter Cooler 15th in points before this race ends.
Taking a look at a replay off turn 4. Down under gets just down under. Tom and Walls turns him down the track into Brad Oman and Mario Zandretti. Everyone washes up. Multiple cars collected. Look at Muscular Atrophy just barely getting a piece of this accident. I think that might be the most involved he's been all day in a crash. And even that doesn't mean anything. That car is clean as a whistle. I don't get that saying. Whistles aren't very clean, you know?
So something we didn't see the first time around, second time or third time around, that is. Keep an eye on this 27 of Conroy Rosario. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got a little bit of contact here and there, but this is where it gets interesting here. He takes a nice little slide into the grass, going towards that butt end right there.
Oh!
Hard into the driver's
God.
driver's side door right there, and he's reporting on the radio that he has 2 right side shoulders now.
Conjoined
I don't know.
shoulders.
The cyborg is he's having a rough go at it here.
He will need WD-40.
Even more leverage to turn left, guys. Great news.
Conboard Rosario. On board Conroy
That was rude.
and crashing, you know?
And here comes Karma.
Oh man, all the volunteers on pit road must have been terrified looking at yet another car go flying towards them.
You know,
It's been a rough
guys,
season to be on pit road.
you wouldn't believe it unless you saw it, but Conroy's actually a really good cook.
And you know,
Conboard
guys,
Rosario. Fuck.
You know, guys, I'm hearing from TOECAR insider Rob Pockets as well. Buster Guts, who was scheduled to be the potential backup driver for Muscular Atrophy, doesn't think he's going to be needed today. He's actually going to get in this 27 car at the next opportunity because Conroy is in a lot of pain after that crash. And the driver swap has occurred. This 27 car for the rest of the race will be Buster Guts. Good news for him. He will be getting the drive today. Could be bad news, though, for Muscular Atrophy. Let's not forget, all of his bones and injuries put together by Elmer's glue after he was injured at Pigs Creek. Really not the most durable person anymore. His durability was pretty high before. Now it's about as low as Fearless Fred and Pierre's was. So could very well need a sub driver in that car very, very soon, but his driver is already taken, so the jury is out, guys. I don't know who's going to be in that one car if we do need one.
I got an idea. I'll call American Airlines real quick.
And look who's leading!
It's Harold.
Mr. Claw himself, the oldest man in TOECAR history. Actually, no, that's not true anymore. The second oldest man in TOECAR history, leading us around.
Oh, yeah.
I
Mr.
hope that car doesn't
Pants.
stink right now.
Yeah.
This is a different chassis for sure.
I also heard that when they got back to the shop, they actually burned that seat. It's no longer
I mean,
even
it was
in existence.
condemned, so I would hope so.
Unfortunately, they did that in the
Straight shitted
wilderness.
in.
They did that in the wilderness of California, and it did in fact start a forest fire.
Okay.
We are hoping to avoid allegations and/or legal trouble for that.
Yeah, for legal reasons, that was a joke.
Dude.
And for even more legal reasons.
What the fuck, dude?
Lights are out on the pace car here. We got the one to go. Again, Harold Claude is your leader. There's the 3 Masato, your Mickey Mouse champion last season. You got to go back to 4th place here, where Joe Swanson is currently your leading championship contender. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know how much far back until we get our second one here. You're right there. Phillips Russell in the Plot 55 car. Again, his final race before retirement. He's looking to get a championship out of it, even if it is Mickey Mouse, if you want to call it, but we'll see what he can do here.
And we're back at Kansas.
And we're back at Kansas.
You know, I heard Phillips Russell gonna actually have a career DJing in Malibu, California after this. I can't imagine
Nice.
he's gonna have a very boring time over there. That sounds like a lot of fun. And you know what else is a lot of fun? Harold Claw leading us to the green. Here we go.
It's just
He already
weird.
lost.
This is
Are all the
14
older
laps
drivers
to go.
like really good?
So is the
I don't
youngest
know.
one.
Experience, Mike.
There's a 17-year-old in the lead right now. Our youngest and
Not for
oldest
long.
driver battling it out.
Oh, here we come.
Oh,
Slinging it
Russell.
up the inside lane.
Looking to maybe get one win before retirement. You know, that'd be kind of cool to see him win in one, even if it's for us and it's quote-unquote rigged. It'd still be nice to see Philip Russell win a race.
And you know what, guys? I can hear it already. I can hear people typing, clickety-clack on their keyboard. There are still 13 laps to go.
Oh, we got
Anything
a wreck
can
Oh,
happen.
we got a wreck.
somewhere, maybe. Oh no!
Oh,
Shave Burns.
What happened?
Take a quick look at what happened here to shave Burns off of turn 4. Oh, it looks like Tyrese and the
Eee.
Cathode are going to get hooked together, come down, and then Shave's going to get in the wall, just barely missed by DUI div. Oh, and Kurt and Kyle Busch. It could have been a lot worse. Luckily, that fence is there to keep him feeling safe mentally, I suppose.
10 to go. I think it's time we make picks, gentlemen. Mike, who are you going with today?
For me, it's got to be our favorite grandfather, Harold Klott. This man just keeps showing his way back up to the front at the end of these races. He knows what he's doing. He's not anyone who to be messed with. I love Harold. Harold's going to win the race.
Matt?
Well, I think Harold's going to win the race as well, but I think Limburger Asiago is going to come out of this with the championship. I think he is the favorite right now. We'll see how Russell handles the restart, but I think he's going to get swallowed up.
I think the 57 is going to get the championship too. I forgot about that part.
Okay, it's fine. It's twinsies.
Tristan?
For me, I'm going to have to go with my favorite driver in the 77 car. Tatsuya Masato's going to win this race. And, you know, I call it rigged if you want. I want to see that 55 win. I want to see Phillips Russell to go out here with a bang.
Well, for me, I'm going to pick the same person for the race win and the championship win. Joe Swanson has shown incredible speed today when he's been up front. I think he gets it done. Simon's going to lead the way. Just like the 55 is to this restart. Here we go. 9 to go on this restart. What's going to happen?
Simon says go.
Oh,
And
what a
look at
start by
Harold.
Harold.
You know, for budget reasons, we've actually had the same gearing in that 55 all season. It paid dividends at some tracks, and here it might have cost us. But he's fighting back in the bottom.
Look at him go.
He doesn't have to shift.
Oh, look
As
at Brody
much.
Easy Mac.
Holy
Haven't really
smokes,
talked
man.
too much about him today.
On
And he's
his way.
making an appearance here in the latter stages of the race.
Also worth talking about, I can't believe nobody picked the 70 car of Bellagio Asiago. He's been on the cusp of winning multiple times this season. He's been up front all day today. He might have been our most consistent driver in this field. Oh, but he's right in the middle of 3 wide. This could be bad.
Joe
Got the
Swanson
hump.
dropping back. He needs to pick up the pace here, coming down less than 10 to go. And he's about to get passed by the 57 as well.
And
Here
that's huge
comes
for the
Limburgie.
championship.
Oh, God. Oh!
Yep. Wow.
A lot
Oh,
of
4
contact.
wide.
And they're going 4.
Oh, come on,
I
Chunky.
don't like that.
Chunk making moves,
Braden
though.
Bunch. Braden Bunch backs out of it.
Jake Joe
Smartly.
trying to claw his way back up.
Let's
Oh,
not
yeah, look
forget,
at him.
Chunk had a lot of speed in this race. He just got caught up in that really big wreck and has been trying to make his track position back up.
God, Jake Joe is fast right now.
Oh,
He's
Mario
flying.
on the wall.
That 2 is pissed.
Oh, Shaquille.
Ooh.
They're okay.
Amazing that Shaquille is still out here.
He's still up.
Hasn't done anything since he flipped, but
Look at
still
this
out here.
fucking 2-car go.
Oh,
Guys, here comes muscular Zaxtrophy.
That's, I think, for the, like, oh, no, it's not the lead. 55's way out there, but that's your second.
trouble.
Oh,
Harold.
Harold, no.
No caution.
Oh, it
Uh-oh.
might be, though. He's got a really bad trajectory into that
No
corner.
caution.
Oh, when they're hitting the wall.
You hate that for the old
Well,
man, but they stay green
fuck.
here in Kansas.
God damn it.
With less
So
than
They're
5
3
seconds
wide
here.
behind the 55.
Willie Studs. If Willie Studs can get under that 55, that's going to be
He's
the best
clear.
opportunity for the rest of this field. Because he's had the most speed out of everybody up here right now. Besides the 55 car, at least.
Got to send him back to the clutches of muscular Zaxtrophy.
Oh. I will say one thing, though.
Holy.
If that 2 car can find his way up here, I know it's going to be a long shot. But if he can get up here, he's shown incredible speed. There he is right there at the
There
bottom
he
of the
is.
screen.
Holy crap.
He's been flat flying. Jake Joe is on a mission, guys.
Ginger Joe might be just holding a bunch of these guys up right now. Trying to make it easier.
Look at Zach Outback following suit. With that alpaca in the car.
Yep, now he's passing him. Oh, they're going to touch. That was close.
I think they finally caught that 55 up front, too. 3 to go.
Oh, yeah.
Willie,
this is
Willie
getting
Studs
good
is going to
now.
have a chance.
Hey, there
Here
he
he
goes.
comes.
He's looking to the inside right now.
He's got the run.
Willie Studs has been laying in the weeds both seasons in TOECAR. Hasn't made a lot of noise other than his big crash in Orange County. Can he go out with a win today? And here comes
Look
the
at
one
Musky
car.
Zach.
Muscular Zaxtrophy from the hospital bed.
The 57 is going to get turned.
Oh, look out for the
trouble,
tree!
trouble.
Oh,
Oh,
missed
he's
the tree.
coming back up.
Oh,
Chunk.
No.
God. And
Oh.
oh, my
Oh.
God.
Oh my god, that 23's flying around too.
That was a
Oh,
humongous crash.
shit.
Oh, Joe
James
Swanson.
Burns in it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
God,
Joe
guys.
Swanson destroyed.
Good God. What a savage crash. Oh, Jason's in it.
And this helps Harold. I don't think Harold was in it. I think he snuck by.
I'd hope not. There he is. I can't even believe he's still in the pack.
Guys,
here.
look who's in the lead right now.
Muscular Zaxtrophy got there first. He's going to be our leader
Where?
heading into our
With
first.
Zach Outback
potentially-
in second.
Where?
We're
Ah,
stand by.
there you
There we go.
Oh. They're out of order, but they'll figure it out.
We got some
The top-
replays we need to see though.
The top 3 all championship contenders.
Taking a look at the replay off 4. Yeah, Down Under just gets down under. Limburger Asiago, and I mean, very lucky to not hit this tree.
Oh.
Oh,
But
barely.
comes back up
Oh,
right in front
man.
of Chunk into Joe Swanson. Here comes Tatuma.
And
Bang.
Brad Oman.
Brad Oman did not lift for a
Ooh.
second. DUI div might be the luckiest man in the field once again.
He just went under somebody. That was awesome.
Insanity.
I am concerned a little bit for Limburger, though. I think that second hit, I don't know if that was driver's side or not, but that was a big, big impact. Not that the first wasn't, but
I'm concerned
Yeah.
for Chunk. Did you
He's
see
good,
him
he's
fucking
driving.
flying around?
he's driving away.
On board with old Chunk here. My God. I think this might be the worst crash he's had in TOECAR yet. See him sliding down there past the tree. Yikes.
Wow.
And a hard lick there, and then here comes Brad Oman. Oh!
Man.
He's
Like
just along
gravity-
for the ride.
Like gravity on opposite day. What goes down must come up. And that's exactly what happened right in front of that 23.
At least Brad Oman's destroyed. Another look from our stationary camera here in turn 1. And God, I cannot believe he missed that tree. But you know who he didn't miss was Charles Chunkwagon. Oh my goodness! Just along for the ride, like I said.
He got
That's just-
chunked.
He got more than chunk, Matt. He's
Chipped.
he's a bit chunky.
Smothered, covered,
More like chunks.
Gravy.
And this right here, this was the race back to the line. Let's show you how everybody got situated where they were. Muskie Zach gonna make a big move to the bottom here right after Willie Studs took the lead. He's gonna get underneath that 17. The 55 and the 29 are also gonna follow him through here as the field storms down into 3 and 4. Looks like they're gonna get potentially 3 wide here. Yeah, the 55 gonna shoot up the middle.
Oh, what a run by Zach Outback here.
Oh, wow.
He almost got
a
hooked.
lot.
Oh, and he almost
wow.
got the lead. Didn't quite.
Be on the front row for the restart. Alpaca and all.
It's like being the 10th dentist, the only one that doesn't like crust.
Oh.
Crust?
No, he's dead. He died at Daytona, man.
All right.
Crust.
The crust is my favorite tooth.
Alrighty, tiny lefty Lucy. They are doubling up for a green-white-checkered finish. We have Muscular Zaxtrophy. We have Zach Outback. We have the Plot 55 car driven by Phillips Russell. A bunch of guys not in contention for the championship behind them, but still here racing for a win. Jake Joe, the nearest to them, way back there. It's pretty much between these three, and we are flipping green.
Oh,
And
no.
look at Zach Outback checking out.
And you know-
Muscular Zaxtrophy is going to hold it in front of the Plot 55 car here. Didn't get a really good restart, but here he comes.
Oh, he's making a
but here
move
goes the
now.
55.
Oh, you got to block low, buddy. You got to block low.
Oh my goodness.
Zach
Right now,
Outback
it's all
can't
Zach
clear them, though.
Outback.
Oh no, he's not. The 55 tosses it in.
Oh,
Oh.
my lord.
Can he get the run off the corner here, though?
Oh,
They're going
really
to be coming
studs
to the
him
white flag here, guys.
Oh, they might be wrecking behind him. No, they're
gonna
not.
make
They
it.
saved it.
They're
White
gonna
flag, get
they
there.
got-
Oh, no.
Here goes the 2 car. Jake
Here
Joe.
comes Jake
that's-
Joe.
Look at Jake Joe come.
He has the best tires.
And here
out
comes
of
Zach
any of these
Outback
guys.
for the lead.
Zach Outback with the alpaca down
Oh
the
my
backstretch.
goodness.
The Alpaca's sticking his head out of the window. He's trying to put side draft on the 55, and it's working. Here comes
my
Zach
goodness.
Outback. Off turn 4, Zach Outback went from out of the playoffs and out of the Cup Series to a champion. Zach
Back-to-back
Outback
wins and
Zach
a championship.
wins at
Outback.
Kansas.
Oh my
The
God.
alpaca, the entire crew losing their minds right now. A Chevrolet SS has won the championship.
Oh my goodness.
And guys,
We-
this is exactly what Rustard and Ketchup did in the Trash Series last season. What a race. What a season. We saw it all this season, guys. We saw terrible crashes. We saw a photo finish for a win. We saw a photo finish for a championship yesterday. And today, we saw Zach Outback go from the ultimate underdog position to winning the Cup Series championship. Give a call to that 29 team. Give a call to Muscular Zaxtrophy. I know he didn't win it all, but he risked everything to be in this car today. Came up a little bit short, but he's going to go home in one piece. Hopefully
Dude,
over the
car's
offseason.
absolutely clean. Managed to
Hopefully-
avoid all the calamity.
Genuinely good job.
Hopefully over the offseason he can go to a doctor that isn't Steve Basil and potentially get better work done. Better heal himself up and get ready for season 3. He'll
Oh,
definitely be a
whoa.
part of it now.
Guys, I'm getting reports from Cardwar down on pit road right now. He is texting me in all caps. It's not an alpaca.
Huh?
What?
This is unbelievable, guys. It is simply a guy named Albert Paca, and somewhere the conversation got confused, and it's actually just been a grown man sitting passenger in the 29 car this entire time.
Huh.
This makes you think back to the spit incident. Kinda gross. I don't like that. The animal control is still arresting him. Animal control is taking Cardwar's phone. No evidence. I'm not getting any more texts.
Damn. Well, still some turmoil for the 29 team, I suppose. But they're champions nonetheless. Maybe one less person there to celebrate with Albert not being there. But congratulations to the 29 team. Congratulations to Zach Outback. What a remarkable performance today. We saw an absolutely fantastic race today, guys. I can't believe what we saw versus last season. This is a tremendous step in the right direction.
I know, and I just want to give a shout out to our car, the Plot 55 car. We really started running out of money for this project around the end of the season. We started using parts that we were buying off of Facebook Marketplace and shit. But you know what? With everything stacked against us, we still got second place, and the championship still went to a deserving driver and not just us up here in the booth. So you know what? All around great race. I'm so glad Muscular Zaxtrophy didn't get killed today, along with your Arkansas Jones, because all three of those drivers were on conclusion watch. way better showing than last season. We left here without killing anybody. We got close, but everyone's still breathing.
Absolutely. I mean, just looking at a quick rundown, obviously we had Zach Outback, Phillips Russell, Muscular Zaxfree all battling for the championship on the restart there. Jake Joe, absolutely killer run on those fresh tires to get up, claim third, bronze medal in the championship. Muscular Zaxfree fourth. I can't even, who even was fit with Tyrese Halifax?
Yeah.
After a tumultuous championship race, comes home fifth in the championship. That's not bad. That's 2 top 5s in the Splint Cup Series championships. So that's, I mean, he's Hall of Fame.
Tristan, you're being awfully quiet.
Yeah, guys, I got a confession to make. I may or may not have taken matters into my own hand, and I stole the alpaca.
What? The real one?
Yeah, I did. I liked it better than Zach Outback. I wanted the alpaca. I was jealous, if anything. I was jealous of Zach Outback. So I tried to put an imposter in the car, if you will. And,
Where'd you find that guy?
Yeah.
My lawyer told me I should keep my mouth shut about that.
That's understandable.
Fair enough.
And you guys saw through the joke. Haha! Anyways, the alpaca's fine. He's actually in the other room if you want to check him out after we're done here.
Sick.
Can I pet him?
Oh, absolutely. He's a
What's his
sweetheart. He really is. We didn't get that far yet.
Oh, he fucking spit on me.
Well, don't get too close to him. He does that.
You might have deserved it.
Ugh. Jesus. Right on board. Jake Joe here for the final restart of the race. He's P10 for this restart. And somehow, someway, he makes his way all the way up to almost being able to take this win away. It's going to be a long one here, so we're here for the long haul.
When they'll all get 3 wide like that, there's nowhere to go unless you start forcing your way, and that's what he's doing right here, trying to make it 4 wide if he needs to there between the 76 and 77, and then he finds the bottom. Oh, almost contact there.
Oh,
and
and
look at this.
Lower.
What a driver.
Holy- What
He
a
knew.
lad.
He had to go. And he went.
And there's the move for the championship right in front of him.
He's got to be chomping at the bit right here.
Man, if he had a few more laps, Jake Joe might have been standing your champion right now. He's going to have to accept 4th, but what a drive nonetheless.
Well, congratulations to Zach Outback. You know, he went from being basically a nobody to winning the last 2 races of the season, the most important races. Amazing drive by him in that 29 team. I want to shout out Philip Russell, who came home 2nd in his final TOECAR race ever before retirement. Had a chance at the championship. Whether you like the team or not, you gotta like Philip Russell. He drove his heart out, and you know, we're gonna miss him. Best wishes to him in his future endeavors. DJing, is that what I heard? Is that what he's doing? He's DJing now?
Yeah.
Forces are
Regardless, that is what the streets are saying here. So good luck in your DJing career, Philip Russell. We will miss you at the track. Come back anytime if you feel like it. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Mateus Paiva. Thanks for letting me be a crew chief for the latter half of the season. I hope we never get to do this again.
Aw, that's sweet.
Harold Klott, I just want to point out, Harold Klott's finish does not reflect, once again, the way he ran today. He was making moves, making a splash here, and by God, I just cannot wait to see what he has in store next season.
If you aren't already part of the Discord, I'd highly recommend you join. It'll be in the links in the description. You'll get all your TOECAR news. You'll conversate with the drivers, even us sometimes in the Discord channels. You'll see a lot of the planning and preparing for Season 3. You might see some paint schemes a little bit earlier. I highly recommend everybody join. Be part of the conversation. Be part of the community. And if you don't follow us on the Twitter account, look for @TOECAR News. That's where you'll find a lot of our off-season updates, of course. You'll probably see them in Mike's channel on the updates and the community page. But aside from that, you won't hear from us again until the award show, which will be coming up in the next few weeks, where we'll, of course, crown Zach Outback as our champion. Congratulations to him and that team once again. Congratulations to all of our drivers. And from everybody here at TOECAR, from here in the booth at Kansas, thank you. Congratulations, Zach Outback. And good night.
TOECAR.
And there's a storm of confetti in Victory Lane.
Consider these boys' cars towed.
I get it. I get it. Oh, that was clever.
TOECAR.
Proud of you, buddy.
TOECAR.
TOECAR.